Hello, so this is Darla, or I call her Nana, the fun stuff. Alright, so again, this is about you and Papa and your 10-year relationship.
Okay.
1, how long have you been with your partner? Or how long were you with your ex-partner? Either one.
Been married 47 years, and we knew each other 2 years before that.
Cool. And how did you meet?
He was working next door laying carpet, and I decided to wash my car, and unfortunately there was a little bit of a grade between my driveway and theirs, and they were cutting the carpet on the driveway, and it got soaked.
Alrighty, and the next question: What attracted you to your partner at the beginning?
His brother, actually.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
Yeah. They were laying carpet together, and
well, that brings us on to question number 2. What is the best thing about your relationship? And if you say it's the brother, then I'm going to be a little concerned.
Best thing? His jokes and stuff. He's a very funny guy.
You can't take him anywhere.
Yeah.
Alright, and then what is the most challenging thing about the relationship?
Oh, his jokes and stuff, because
Double-edged sword?
I've heard him a lot.
Yeah. Double-edged sword?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, you can't take him anywhere, and it just makes it awkward if people...
Right.
Yeah.
We'll be in a crowded elevator, and he'll all of a sudden go, whoo, at the top of his lungs, and people jump, and they usually laugh.
Hopefully. You can always hope for
Yes.
that. What are the most important qualities to look for in a partner?
Compatibility. Compatibility.
That's fair.
Being able to have some common interests and some uncommon interests, so that you get lots of together time and you get lots of apart time.
That's fair. That's fair point. Alrighty. And what advice would you give to someone in order for them to have a successful relationship?
Let things roll off. Don't hold grudges. Try to
keep going.
Keep going. Get over it quickly. Don't let it go on for days and days, and just forgetting a lot of stuff that are pointless or minor, and just don't hold a grudge.
That's right. And then please include additional follow-up questions that you think would be appropriate or relevant. When starting a relationship, what do you think is more important? The physical date, or how you guys talk on the date, or like the more emotional side of the date? Or I guess a better way to restate that is, what do you think is, like, do you think the actual first date is very important? Like what you guys do?
The first date was important for us. We went to an Italian restaurant.
Fancy.
And ordered pizza.
Hey Papa, what are you gonna take me?
And both of us picked up our pizza at the same time and took a bite, and I burned the top of my mouth because the pizza was so hot. And come to find out a couple days later that he had too. So I didn't say anything. He didn't say anything.
It was just, mutually
Yeah, it was a mutual, we're both burned and still going through the motions, and that was a memory that we still talk about.
And since you guys are married, at what point, or how did you know you guys were ready to move forward into a marriage?
When we started talking kids, I think, is, how many kids do you want, and that's kind of stuff. I think that's when
the more settling down questions.
Yeah, that's when you know that this is permanent and not you're talking about things that matter and not just talking to talk anymore.
when you know it's going to be more serious and long term.
Right.
And at what age do you think having a serious relationship is appropriate? Because I've also heard that people don't really think serious relationship when they're younger is very good. Such as my mother, for example. She's married at, what, 18?
She was married at 18, and he was very immature. But he was a sailor. She met him on the Navy base by our house. Mm-hmm. And he was just immature. And he was not ready to settle down, I don't think. So he was 2 years older, I think. So I think for a guy, a little bit older is better.
To keep it more same maturity level.
Yeah.
So you think at what age seriousness should be in place? It should be dependent on the maturity level of both parties?
I would think 25 might be a good mature time, because by then they're thinking long term. But at 20, you're still thinking, 2 weeks. And,
yeah.
and not much further than that.
That's fair. And then what do you have to say for people that you see in like 10, for example, for the 10-year relationships, but they're still boyfriend and girlfriend and they haven't moved forward yet? What do you think about this?
Well, a lot of people don't believe in the piece of paper, but we were Christian and we knew that it was supposed to be permanent. And
you just wanted it legally set
we
up.
wanted it to be legal. We wanted to be able to file our taxes together, that kind of stuff.
Get more financially that way.
I suppose you could. We didn't need to, but yeah, we wanted. When people are 8-10 years together and they still haven't committed, it's like it's still temporary.
Yeah.
And neither one of them, or one or the other.
So they're both just holding on to that temporary
boyfriend status. It's like I can leave whenever I want to because it's not permanent.
Yeah.
And that's a mentality that
sets them apart and sets them back.
It does. I think it does.
I had one more question. Oh, I'll ask you it off camera if I have to.
Okay.
Well, thank you, Nana.
You're welcome.
Get my little